Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have 9.10 volume of pyramids. Make sure you have your notes out and ready for you to take. And we have two examples today, so it should go by pretty quick. Let's get started. Remember to pause the video anytime you need more time. Here we have our formula. Volume equals 1/3 base times height. So the big B is the area of the base. Ooh, my arrows are off. Okay, that first arrow should be pointing to the big B. The big B is area of the base, and then the H is the height, just like it has been in all the other formulas. Whenever you're typing this into the calculator, if you're using the Desmos calculator, you should be able to type in like 1/3 as a fraction and then times the base times the height. But if you're using your phone or anything like that, remember that multiplying by 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. So you could also just do the area of the base times the height divided by 3. Or you can do 1/3 times the base times the height, whichever is easiest for you. Here is the first example. Find the volume of the pyramid. So let's start by writing our formula down. 1/3 area of the base times the height. So let's look at our base. Here it is. It looks like a square, but it's a rectangle. And I know it's a rectangle because one side's 10 and one side's 11, so they're not the same. So we want to find the area of that base. The area of the base is a rectangle. So to find the area, we're going to do base times height, which would be 10 times 11. 10 times 11 is 110. So that's the big B. And then remember, your height is just how tall is the pyramid? This pyramid is 16 inches tall. All right, so we have our letter value. So we're going to go ahead and plug it into our formula. So we have 1/3 times the area of the base, which is 110, times 16. So if you're using the Desmos, again, you should be able to do 1/3 times 110 times 16. But if you're using your phone, you can just do 110 times 16, get that answer, and then just divide it by 3, and it'll get you the same thing. And you should get 586.66. And then remember, we want to round that to the nearest tenth, so the number after is higher than 5, so it's going to round that up to a 7. So 586.7 inches cubed because it's volume. But remember, when you're doing your form, don't put the inches cubed because it'll count your answer wrong. Just put the number and make sure you round to the nearest tenth, because if you don't, it'll also count your answer wrong. That's it. Let's go on to the next one. Here it is. We have find the volume of the pyramid. So it's a pyramid again, but this one's a little bit different because the base is different. It's still the same formula. 1/3 area of the base times the height. But look at our base this time. It's not a rectangle, it's a triangle. I know y'all struggle when the base is a triangle because you forget you have to do base times height divided by 2. But since it is a triangle, that's what we have to do, base times height divided by 2 of that base that I outlined in purple. Remember, the base and the height have to make a right angle, so the base and the height of that bottom one are going to be 12 and 7.5. So 12 times 7.5 divided by 2, and that gives me, I did not write it down. Let me type that in real quick. 45. Okay, and then the height is just how tall is my pyramid, which in this case is 10. Yes. 10 millimeters. Okay, so then we plug our numbers into the formula. So we get 1/3 times the area of the base, which is 45, times the height, which is 10. That is a 10. And we get 150. No decimal on this one, it was exact. Millimeters cubed. We just want the 150. that brings us to the end. The code word for today is turtle, Turtle, turtle. Make sure you spell it right. Some of y'all misspell the code word and then it like doesn't give you 100. So make sure you're spelling it right, please. And that's the end. If you need to rewatch it, rewatch it. Make sure you take your notes for tomorrow's assignment. Thanks.